Hello and welcome back to Neat Me Debt Free. My name is Hannah and this is my space to talk about my family's finances. So I've been missing in action. We made it to the new house, but we had guests and lots of movement, and so while I was able to kind of reconcile our budget and go through it personally, I just wasn't able to sit down and film a video. I may go back and finish for completion's sake, but today this is going to be an update on my April 2021 budget. So if you're new, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. We are on the tail end of our time of transition. We just bought a house in March, so we've been busy getting settled, and there's been a lot of money movement and doing updates and everything that goes into a new house, plus all the changes between utility companies. We moved to another city in another county. So there's a lot of changes to our budget and paying out the end of our utilities and stuff for the old house and startup fees for this house. So I'll just jump right into it. Okay. So my initial video for April 21 just kind of set up a skeleton of what I thought we were going to do with the money. And so we're going to kind of update us up to, I think the 10th we will do. Yeah. So I am a spreadsheet budgeter. Obviously, you're looking at my spreadsheet here in Google Docs, and I budget chronologically. Our full-time jobs pay us monthly, and then I have an on-call position where I am paid the 10th and the 25th of each month. So the bulk of our money moves are done at the top of the month. We are not a month ahead, but we do have an emergency fund and a little bit of a buffer to kind of compensate for that. Okay. So in my savings account, I have my $300 buffer. I was paid the $3,420 and 10 cents. My husband made $4,758 and 74 cents. Okay, so the house payment. So we've got our mortgage. It has not been sent yet, so I'm just going to put a little note yet, not mailed. But I did write the check. So our mortgage is $2,522.08. Just for me. We did move over $700 into our sinking funds, and I will show you the details. Let me just do it right now, where that went. So we are in sinking funds, and we are, am I going to be able to show it all? Yeah. To get 700, $388 went to our hair fund, sinking funds. I got my hair colored and toned, plus the tip came to $137.50. And I actually did that like towards the end of March, but I ended up using our sinking funds from this month to pay off the credit card that I used. Just because I didn't want money going back and forth. Towards the end of April, I'm going to be getting some highlights put in. So I moved extra over to account for that. $207 went to our cars, which I actually just paid directly to car registration for one of our vehicles. I put $105 towards health, but again, that got spent just right away. I just paid off the credit card my husband used right away instead of flip-flopping money back and forth. My husband got another pair of glasses, and so that's that expense. This $1.73 is the interest we earned on that account from our Ally account, so that's what that accounts for. Anyways, okay. Let's go back to April. Oops, too small. Just keep it like this for now. Okay, allowance is $200, $100 to each of us. Vacation and car fund are two savings accounts, or two savings buckets in our Ally account. I transferred $100 to my Roth IRA. We did move $2,000 to the house savings account, which I keep promising I'm going to do a video. I will. It's not perfect and exact. It was a little chaotic because we had a lot of things going on with the move. We had guests. My brother and his family stayed with us for several days. We also hosted a very small birthday party for our mother. So I just had like a lot of miscellaneous expenses that kind of lumped together. It wasn't really easy for me to differentiate between things. So anyways, that's why it's not going to be perfect and exact, but I think I did a pretty good job tracking. Okay, so groceries, I put $800. Eating out will be $300. Gas for each of the cars. I have a feeling this one may need to bump up. Now that my husband's been driving back and forth to school, I've noticed kind of an uptick. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on that. But these four categories, so our groceries, eating out, the gas, all get transferred to a separate checking account. And then these two items are charged on our Costco card, as well as mostly Costco purchases. But I deduct them from this, and that's kind of how I do cash envelopes. Just a separate bank account. So our PG&E true up, this was $219.08. Okay, so we hired a gardener for the new house, $100 a month, and he will come weekly, and he hasn't cashed this. I hate checks, like, with a passion, because you're waiting for people to cash checks so that your budget makes sense, and they don't do that. It irks me. Anyways, okay, so $67 was for my husband's life insurance, and that went through. PG&E. So we ended service with our old house, and they lumped in like a prorated amount for our current house. So this PG&E bill changed, or it's quite high. It's not really indicative of anything really. So we ended up paying $357.62. It was kind of I think like a month and a half in the old house plus like a week in this house. But what's cool is my PG&E bill used to be due, which is my gas and electric bill, towards the end of the month, and I didn't really like it. I like everything up at the top of the month when we get paid. And because of how things fall with this new house, it looks like my bill is going to start coming earlier in the month, but we will see. Again, things are in transition. Let's see. Normally I have my water and trash from the old house. Again, that bill, because we ended service and they had to like calculate the partial amount. I still haven't gotten that bill yet, but I should get it pretty quick here. And then Once I pay that, we will no longer be dealing with that company. So the water and trash was lumped in our other city and county. This current county or this house will have trash on one bill, but that's quarterly, which is cool, but it will be due this month. And then water and sewer will be a separate bill. And my understanding, that one is every other month, and I don't know what the rotation is on that one yet because I haven't gotten the bill. But I have a space for them down here just as I'm waiting, and then I'll put them in order as it is. Another new thing you can see here, we got a housekeeper. So there will be weeks that I work 6 days a week, and I just really don't want to be spending my one day off worried about having a clean house. And so we got a house cleaning service for every other week, and we got an awesome day. They're going to be coming on Fridays, and it looks like we might be the last stop. So basically every Friday I will come home from work to a clean house, which is amazing. Honestly, I feel like that's the best day. So $160 for them to clean our house every other week. Not bad. And then I kind of did the math, like a month's housekeeping is 1 day of work, basically, kind of ish, at my bedside job. So, I mean, I can continue to pick up shifts if my house is clean on Friday, every other Friday. I know we're still on debt journey and we're trying to cut costs, but the way things are right now, it just kind of, we need the extra support just to keep my sanity. I know I shared my husband's looking into principal jobs, and so his income may go up if he can get a position, but right now I'm working a lot, and it's been hard. That's ultimately a big part of why I haven't been posting videos, because I've been really tired with the move and working 6 days a week and just life. So anyways, $160 every other week to help with my sanity. Anyway, so this pay period for the 10th, I did work one shift, so I made $271.16. I feel like, let me make sure my math is right, to 21, 22, and 23. Yep. The 25 through 31. So looks like we might have some negative going on. I can tentatively put in 260 because I did work a shift today. Okay, so here Costco did go through. I basically did a poor job. I didn't reconcile the Costco credit card last month because of all the chaos. So I just paid it off here, and that's what this yellow is. So that did go through there. These are guesstimates. This is a guesstimate. That's why, well, actually all this is, the reason why these are all green, I'll just make them all green, is because I guessed. Like I said, this will be a wrap-up bill. I don't even know if this is coming this month. This one last month was only $30-something. And this one, I'm pretty sure this is right. And then I have this. So we will see what ends up happening here. But again, I have the buffer, and then I actually have quite a bit of money left over from the house budget because I haven't spent it all. We haven't gotten any of our furniture, any of our blinds or anything. So if I need to dip into that to finish paying off some of this other stuff and get us back into this new normal, we'll be fine. We're not going to be going into debt or charging anything on credit cards. So even though this is closer than we ever have, remember I moved this $2,000 into house needs and wants. And so I can always bring it back to fill in for some of these amounts. But yeah, you can see where I'm just trying to be flexible and kind of keep things going. I already know that they're going to be coming on the 23rd to clean the house. I'll need $160 there. Yeah, so I think that's about it for right now. But yeah, thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you in the next video.